Right, it is the biggest thing in Irish television in forever. The Irish Traitors is absolutely fantastic, and I can't believe we're saying it. We are joined by Irish Traitors Michelle and Eamon on the show.
Yes!
Welcome to the show.
Yes.
Hey, how are
Hi
you?
guys.
Michelle, I want to start with you first. A question I have is, because you were obviously murdered, do you wish you weren't so outspoken at the beginning because you kind of put yourself out there? And there's a lot of people who blended into the background who have lasted longer than you. So do you regret being so outspoken at the beginning?
Yeah, I probably do. I think, to be honest with you, at the beginning, you're just trying to make friends and you're just trying to get a feel for the place and a feel for who possibly might be the traitor. So maybe, yeah, I did. I probably talked a bit too much and got myself in trouble that way then with Eamon, the murderer, evil Eamon.
Michelle, did you have a game plan going into the show?
I really was convinced that I was going to be picked as a traitor. So my game plan was to obviously act as a traitor. But then when I obviously wasn't picked and I was a faithful, I really think I just started getting really nervous and didn't know what to be doing with myself. And all my crazy then started coming out.
And Michelle, what's it actually like when you're in your sitting room watching it all back, not knowing what part of the day is going to be edited in?
It's cringing, to be honest with you. Yeah, you tend to cringe looking at yourself. Do you know what I mean? But do you know, it is what it is.
Right, we need to maybe go to Voldemort himself. Eamon, first of all, I do have to say congratulations because you really created unmissable TV. You were a fantastic contestant on the show. Did you think yourself when you were in it, oh my God, I know that so many people are going to be watching me and they're not going to be a huge fan of me, but secretly they are going to like me as well?
Yeah, like that was what I was going for. I've seen every single series of this show. I love the show. I was always a fan of the actual traitors. I loved how devious they had to be and stuff. And from watching it, I only ever wanted to be a traitor. I think that was clear. But I wanted to do it differently, and I wanted to be like I nearly channel like a pro wrestling bad guy at times. Like that's what I was going for. You know what I mean? I wanted to give you like honestly, when I went out on Monday night, I've seen about 5 or 6 videos sent to me of POVs from sitting rooms around the country of me being banished, and it was like Italian 90. That's what I was going for.
Eamon, I can confirm that my sitting room was also like Italian 90 when you got banished. I gotta say, I gotta be open and honest. I've said it on the show, Eamon. I am Team Paudie. I'm Team Paudie, okay?
He's got a big team.
Do you think that Paudie outplayed you in the game?
Do I think Paudie outplayed me? I don't think Paudie outplayed me, to be honest. It's an awkward one, but obviously, it's very easy for me to go and tell somebody in the conclave stuff that happened in the conclave. In all fairness, it's it kind of skirts it a little bit. To be honest with you, the one thing you kind of think you're guaranteed in the game is that what happens in there stays in the conclave. And it's kind of part of the oath you take when you do it, is that you don't you promise not to out your fellow traitors and stuff like that. So the position I was in was really honestly, there was no coming back from the position I was in. So I could have you know what I mean, it could have been very easy for me to play the same card too, but I wanted to kind of survive as well, you know. But look, having said that, fair play to him. He is the last man standing, and I wouldn't have thought that from week 2, to be honest with you, or day 2. So
yeah, did you find him very frustrating? He seemed like he really pushed your buttons.
yeah, look, I think that's obvious, but only look from a gameplay point of view, yes. But look, I genuinely, and I know, look, tensions are heightened in there, and frustrations can bubble over because you're in, it's so intense. It's so intense. You're running on little sleep. The traitors are working overtime as well. We're back for extra filming, and we're getting 3 hours sleep some nights, and all that is a factor. But yeah, look, I suppose it's hard because we're both 2 strong personalities as well. Paudie's a strong personality, I am a strong personality. We're trying to one up each other. And if things don't go your way, I get frustrated. Paudie got very frustrated with me too. It's just the way it goes. And neither of us took it personally. And I know, like, maybe I made it for uncomfortable viewing at times, but it is what it is.
No, it was absolutely fantastic viewing. Don't be worrying about making for uncomfortable viewing, Eamon. It was unreal. Just a final question on your kind of day leading up to that round table of being banished. Do you regret yourself and Caitlin going over to Paudie and kind of requesting that chat with him and trying to convince him about Andrew and Nick? Because that's kind of when it all starts to unravel, when Paudie kind of then sussed something was going on.
Sorry, when I was that, are you referring to the conversation when we actually were trying to talk to him about Patrick, or?
It was the conversation when you were telling the other people you wanted to talk about the Shield, and then that one.
So, no, I don't regret that, because I tell you, we had obviously, I had gone for Paudie the day before, at the table, the day before at the table, in a failed attempt, spectacularly failed. The way things work in that castle, the only name been spoken about up to that point was Paudie. I had gone and I had planted some seeds, like a good traitor would do. I had kind of worked out in my head, there's at least 8 people that are saying Paudie's name. Nick was one that was said he was going to go for him. Amy was another one. Patrick was another one. But just the way it works, in the flip of a switch, in an hour, another name comes up, and next thing other players are talking about that. And then when you're faithful in there, you will tend to go with the herd, because it is safety in numbers at times as well, especially the early stages. So when I didn't even know Linda's name was up at the table. Then players that were talking about Paudie, next thing that were voting for Linda, going for Linda, and it was like, okay, this isn't good. So the trust was completely gone. Then Paudie knew we were out for him, and I had to try and do something to try and at least try and win him back over. But to be honest with you, that conversation didn't contribute to it at all. Paudie would have, and he's dead right. I was coming from, he knew it. He's dead right, but he probably saw the writings on the wall there, like that I was really gung ho at him, and Caitlin was as well, and he was like, right, well, we'll go nuclear.
It's great to have both Eamon and Michelle on. Now, Eamon, you did murder Michelle. Michelle, how does it feel to kind of start to re-interact with your fellow players, people who got rid of you on the game show? Obviously, it is a game, but how does it feel?
You know, you always know it's a game. Like in there, to be honest with you, when you're in there, you don't know it's a game. You know it's a game. Do you know what I mean? But you're not really playing a game because you're so paranoid in your head of what's going on. But when you come out, and like me and Eamon have met up and stuff, and we've had a bit of a laugh, and you just laugh at it now. Like, do you know what I mean? It is a game. I mean, RTE brought us into this game knowing that when we came out, we'd be well able to talk to each other. We can sit down, have a conversation, go for a drink and have a laugh. Do you know what I mean? And that's all it is. It's a laugh at the end of the day, and people need to remember it is a game.
Guys, if anyone's listening to this, and I'm sure there's going to be a season 2 of the Irish Traitors, I'll first go with you, Eamon. What advice would you have for anyone going into the show?
You have to be prepared for, honestly, I thought, look, I'm strong-minded, I'm thick-skinned. It's so intense. Like, I can't describe how intense it is. Michelle will agree with me. It's like unbelievably intense. You've no contact with the outside world. You get in your own head. Even no matter what your role is, really, both roles are really difficult, I would imagine. But like, you have to be. If you are anyway kind of sensitive or not able to take pressure, like this show isn't for you. Like, you have to be able to park things as well. Like, it's a big thing. It's so intense, and Michelle will definitely agree with me.
Michelle?
Yeah, no, I totally agree with everything he said. The other thing I would say is, if you're going in, if you apply for it, you've got to think also, remember, 1, it's a game, and 2, try not to make any allies. Try and play the game as a solo. Be friends with everyone, but try, if you can, to be on your own when you're playing it, because if you're like me and you've got friends or partnered up with people, they're going to take out strong characters if they're a traitor. Do you know what I mean? So that's what I would say. But everything, I reiterate everything Eamon would have said there as well.
Final word to Eamon. Do you think it was a smart move by Paudie recruiting Andrew, his son?
Oh, this is a tough one, right? Because there's a couple of ways of looking at it. I'll try and make this as short as I can. But as a traitor, if it's me, that's the person I'd recruited, because he was under so much pressure at the round table that night. So like, my tactic would be recruit him, throw him under the bus, take the credit for it, move on, right? But
Classic Eamon.
Oh, yes, Eamon.
I love it.
that would be my tactic as a traitor, right? But in that scenario, that's not what Paudie's doing. I don't think. I think Paudie wants like to actually try and see can he go to the end with Andrew, but I just see it as really difficult. Now I think Andrew has no choice; he has to accept, and like maybe they can turn it around. Paudie was never able to trust the people in there. Now he can. Let's see how it works. I'm actually so interested to see how it turns out. They could, if they can turn it, if Andrew can survive the next round table, they might get to the end.
Wow.
Amazing. Eamon and Michelle.
Yeah, thanks so much.
Absolutely fantastic contestants on the Traitors Ireland. We're all loving it, and we cannot wait to keep on watching it. But round of applause for two absolutely
done,
fantastic
guys.
players. Thanks for
Thank you
joining
so
us
much for
on the
having us,
show.
guys.
Thank you.
Bye bye.
We appreciate it. Thank you.
Bye bye.